Picture this. 40,000 years ago, a group of early humans stands at the edge of a cliff. Below them, a herd of deer bursts through the valley. One hunter steps forward, draws back his arm, and hurls a spear that could go down as the longest throw and kill in human history. When we talk about quote-unquote cavemen, we're usually referring to anatomically modern Homo sapiens or sometimes Neanderthals, both species that mastered the art of hunting with thrusting and throwing spears. These weren't casual tools, they were engineered for survival, made from seasoned hardwood shafts and sometimes straightened with fire, and tipped with flint, bone, or hardened wooden points. The typical throwing range for a handheld spear in flat terrain was about 20 to 30 meters if you want it to be accurate, and maybe 35 to 40 meters for the best of the best. But what happens if you change the game a little bit and add a bit of gravity into the mix? I also want to give a shout out to this book that inspired this video called The Age of Wood by Roland Enos. It talks a lot in the early chapters about early hominins and their evolution and how they began to use wooden tools and wooden spears. Overall, great book, highly recommend. Standing on a 20 to 30 meter high cliff, even taller, a hunter gains two big advantages. Increased potential energy. Gravity adds velocity to the spear as it drops, effectively increasing penetration power without the thrower needing Olympic-level strength. But I mean, if we're talking about the strongest cavemen and the best throwing cavemen of human history, I'd like to think he could make it to the Olympics. Two is extended effective range. Instead of fighting air resistance and gravity equally, the throw benefits from a downward arc, making a 50 to 60 meter throw not only possible, but very possible and very lethal. If we think of an average spear throw having a speed of 20 to 30 meters per second with a heavy spear, combined with the 8 to 10 meters per second boost from gravity on top, the impact energy is significantly higher. We've actually seen hints of this in archaeology. Sites like Schöningen in Germany, dating to about 300,000 years ago, show carefully balanced throwing spears. Experimental archaeology with replicas has demonstrated hits on moving targets at 40 plus meters with lethal force. And those tests were on flat ground. Now picture a cliff hunter aiming at a herd running below. Deer in a herd don't move in perfect chaos. They often bunch together when startled. That means even if accuracy drops at extreme range, a well-aimed throw has the high probability of striking something vital. You don't particularly have to pick a deer. You really only have to aim at the densest part of the herd. In this ideal scenario, skilled thrower, elevated position, dense target group, a kill at 60 to 70 meters becomes plausible. That's roughly 200 to 230 feet. And remember, the hunter doesn't need to instantly drop the animal. A deep wound that causes the prey to fall later in the pursuit still counts as a successful kill. So, while most prehistoric spear kills happened within 20 meters, our cliffside hunter, with physics, skill, and luck on his side, could have pulled off a shot that traveled over 70 meters and brought down a deer in the valley below. It's a reminder that early humans weren't just surviving, they were engineering, strategizing, defying the odds, and I think having some fun every once in a while.